First, we built machines to shape the world. Then we built systems to control it. But now, nature is speaking back. And if we don't learn to listen, we may not be part of its next chapter. Welcome to the future of invention. Hello again, dear friends. I'm Professor Singer, Director of Tharaka Invention Academy. When I was a young man, I thought invention was mostly about building gadgets and machines, the kind of thing you can hold in your hands and show to your friends. But as I've gotten older and as science has gotten sharper, I've learned something that every young inventor needs to hear in their bones. The next era of invention is not just about tools. It is about relationships. Relationships between human beings and the living world we depend on. Now, I want to talk about the future. Not just your future, but the future of invention itself. For a century, we've operated under a specific model of innovation, one of conquering nature. We developed stronger pesticides, built bigger dams, and engineered solutions that often steamrolled the environment they were meant to improve. But what if I told you nature is fighting back? Not just with superweeds or changing climates, but in ways we are only now beginning to understand. Recent discoveries have shown that plants, when stressed by drought or damage, emit ultrasonic, screams. Clicks and pops far outside our range of hearing but detectable, a silent alarm system. This raises a fascinating question for you, as the next generation of problem solvers. What if the most powerful innovations of the future don't come from shouting over nature, but from learning to listen to it? This is where your work begins. The old arms race mentality is failing us. The future is about innovating with nature, not against it. Imagine, instead of treating an entire field as a uniform, silent block, you see it for what it is, a community of individuals. Your sensors listen for the ultrasonic whispers of a thirsty plant and deliver water directly to its roots. But then your system detects a different sound, the frantic high-frequency pops of a plant under attack by an invasive insect. The old solution was to douse the entire crop in pesticides, a brute force attack, but your solution is smarter. It's symbiotic. Perhaps your system dispatches a micro-drone to release a small swarm of natural predators, like ladybugs, exactly where the aphids are. Or even more profoundly, it identifies the plant's chemical alarm signal and mists the nearby plants with a compound that triggers their own natural defenses, creating a protective shield before the pests can even spread. You're not just killing the invader, you're helping the plant community defend itself. This is the difference between being a conqueror and being a guardian. This is the future of innovation. Imagine AI-powered drones that fly over a forest, not just seeing the canopy, but hearing the ultrasonic signals of distress that precede a disease outbreak by weeks. You won't just be inventors, you'll be interpreters. You'll be the ones building the tools that give nature a voice in our data-driven world. This is the first pillar of your future work. Leverage technology to listen to the environment. Secondly, once we are listening, we must learn. Nature is the most successful research and development lab in history, with 3.8 billion years of trial and error. Why wouldn't we study its successes? Think of the Wood Wide Web, the incredible underground network of fungi that connects trees, sharing nutrients and information. What can that teach us about designing more resilient, decentralized logistics networks, or even more robust server architectures? This is biomimicry. It's about looking at a leaf and seeing a blueprint for a self-cooling building material. It's about studying how a vine finds its way up a wall to design a more efficient exploration robot. But to do this, you can't stay in a single lane. A breakthrough like decoding plant signals required biologists, physicists, and AI experts to collaborate. Your greatest challenges, climate change, resource scarcity, biodiversity loss, are interdisciplinary. The future innovator must be part ecologist, part data scientist, part engineer, and part sociologist. The ability to connect the living world with the technological world will be your superpower. Finally, this brings us to a more profound, more urgent point. The same analysis that hints at plants screaming also offers a grim warning that nature might be preparing for a post-human world. The hardy weeds breaking through our concrete, the resilient seeds waiting for their chance, they are a reminder that our survival is not guaranteed if we innovate blindly. This shouldn't fill you with despair. It should fill you with purpose. Your role as an innovator is to restore balance. Your mission is to design for regeneration. Think of the circular economy, an idea taken directly from nature, where there is no concept of waste. One organism's output is always another's input. How can you design products, systems, and industries that function like a forest, where everything is recycled and repurposed? And perhaps most importantly, let this new knowledge foster a sense of empathy. If you know a crop is screaming for water, it changes your relationship with it. It's no longer just a resource to be extracted. It's a living system to be cared for. This ethical dimension, this plant-respectful design, will drive you to create better, more sustainable, and ultimately, more successful solutions. So, as you embark on your next project here at TIA, I want you to carry these ideas with you. Don't just build a better machine, build a better listener. Don't just solve a problem. Learn from the solutions that have existed for eons. And above all, don't just innovate for progress. Innovate for resilience. Design systems that heal, that restore, that leave our world richer and more balanced than we found it. The equilibrium has been shaken. The future of innovation is not in building bigger walls, but in listening more closely. So, what will you hear, and what will you build in response? And this is where I speak to you directly. If something inside you stirred while you were listening, if you felt that quiet pull that says, I want to build things that matter, then don't ignore it. That feeling is not curiosity alone, it is readiness. At Thorica Invention Academy, we are not training people to memorize facts or chase certificates. We are forming apprentices, young minds who are willing to think deeply, question old assumptions, and learn how to turn insight into impact. Here you don't just study invention, you practice it. You learn how to listen to problems before you rush to solve them. You learn how to work with systems, not against them. You learn how to use tools like AI, design thinking, and biomimicry to create solutions that are intelligent, ethical, and resilient. The world does not need more noise. It needs better listeners. It needs builders who understand life, not just machines. It needs problem solvers who can stand at the crossroads of technology, nature, and humanity, and choose wisely. If you want to be part of that future, don't wait for permission. Step forward. Join the apprentices at Thorica Invention Academy. Train your mind. Sharpen your skills. Find your role in the great work ahead. Because the world is already speaking. The only question is this: will you learn to hear it? And will you have the courage to build what it's asking for? Thanks again for being part of Thorica Invention Academy.